Hello everyone, and welcome to day 7 of our Doubtful Sound trip. Yesterday we paddled up this river at high tide, and we're now heading down at close to low tide. We're about 3 kilometres up, and the difference is huge, with this entire rapid having appeared with the tide receding. There's a lot of dead trees in this river, which seem to end up at some very inconvenient spots in the rapids. The boulder bank coming up on your left here was underwater yesterday, and this stretch of river was much deeper. This is another rapid that has appeared with the tide, complete with dead trees in annoying spots. And there goes that dead tree once again. At this point, the river alternated between deep parts and quite shallow rapids, and we're on a very deep part of the river right now. I decided to see if there was a clearing in this spot, but it turns out there was a tributary stream coming down which created a gap in the trees. Now listen carefully, and you'll hear what happens when you use a wing paddle to push backwards on the ground. Fortunately, I was able to use the paddle for the remainder of the trip and repair it when I got home. It's actually the second time I've had to repair that paddle. The boulder bank on our right here was also underwater when we came up, and this stretch of river was much deeper than it is now. On our left is the main river, and on the right is the path myself and Peter took to come in. The piece of land in front of us is an island at high tide, and you can see that passage on the right, which is not navigable at all right now. We're about to see what happens when you pick the wrong path going down this river. Watch his rudder carefully. And listen carefully. That tink noise is his rudder hitting rocks as he gets shallower and shallower. That thump was me pulling my own rudder up.
Dennis is beached. Beached as.
And Dennis has now run aground. We're now at the very end of the river.
Yeah, follow where Peter's gone. Oh, I'm scratching.
And an incoming tide is giving us a bit more depth to play with, but this is getting very shallow at this point, and we're really having to pick our line carefully.
Only just floating though.
You can see there's a shelf of land that extends a long way out from the river, even though this is presumably below water even at low tide. There's a distinct smell of sulphur at this point, I suspect from decomposing material buried in the mud. Note the bubbles appearing on the surface of the water. And then watch how sharply the ground drops off under me as I paddle over this shelf. On our way past, we also poked our nose into Precipice Cove. We didn't paddle up it at all, but we sort of swung in and had a wee look on our way past. Very beautiful area that we would have explored if we had more time. After this, we paddled through the narrow passage between McDonnell Island and the mainland. Briefly paddled up the Rum River and then found a place to camp at the mouth of the Rum River. And that was our day. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.